Hello, welcome. So last week we looked at the cycle of intellect and how if you apply the willpower before intellect gets clouded by the 81 facets and creates coloured thoughts which are unclear, then it's easier to apply your will. Also, if you apply it before the emotion turns into desire and feelings and before the glandular secretions kick in to make it very difficult, then you can more easily stop this cycle of intellect leading to action and karma and self-perpetuating in habits and so on. So at this point, if you meditate or prayer can also be gratitude. So simply showing gratitude can really reverse the direction of a certain thought and bring you back to clarity of original intellect. So the dangerous things here are attachment and identification, which are ego and attachments often to do with low self-esteem. So the universal mind coming from this area of the three gunas, so the basic constructs of the mind's parts, the gunas are part of the universal mind, and they're the source of all the many thoughts, many types of thought and aspects of the mind. So let's say that the three gunas are the three qualities or threads that make up the fundamental forces in nature and the mind. So it's quite a difficult abstract concept to grasp. Their interactions give motion to the world, and so they stir the larger, greater mind. These make up the realm of our experience. They're inseparable, really. We separate them out to illustrate them, but they are inseparable. And they appear in unlimited combinations. Very abstract. You don't really see them, you just see their effects. So sattva, clarity and purity; raja, action and transformation; tamas, guna, for heaviness, solidity, but also ignorance. So they have their plus and minus. Sattvic is what we're striving towards. And then the tattvas, you'd say, well, actually we mention 5 tattvas, but there are 36 tattvas really. Each wave of differentiation has its own rules and structure. So a tattva is like a category of cosmic existence, a stage of reality or being. So you might think of dimensions. It's a sort of thatness of differentiated qualities. So there are 36, but it's the final 5 tattvas, the most dense, that are called the gross elements. Okay. So at the moment in our this dimension here, we experience them as ether, air, fire, water, and earth. These gunas are in constant dynamic play with your tattvas to project your personality. So you could equate the tattvas with the 5 elements of earth, water, fire, air, and ether. So also the first chakra, the second, the third, the fourth, and the fifth. Each of the gunas has a particular role to play in your life as a human being. But in your life as a yogi, certain lifestyle habits need to be incorporated and mastered into your daily life to support the sattvic guna, the angelic way of being. So because of the tattva's association with your chakras, the wheels of power in your body, they're limited to the human realm. And the tamasic guna is often correlated with earth and water, heavy, dense and cold. The rajasic guna is associated with the fire element, very intense and hot. And the sattva is, again, it's related with air and ether, light and elevated and full of prana. So these tattvas don't expand into the realms of consciousness or radiance. or the 6th, 7th or 8th chakras. Those 6th, 7th and 8th, the ajna and the sahasrara and your auric field, are more the realms of one unmanifest consciousness, divine consciousness. So that's the background to the cycle of intellect. But what happens when you followed through this series of events? So this is this blending of elements and thoughts, and you get to the aspects of the mind. So let's take this Citta, universal mind, as a starting point. So here we've got Citta, universal mind. We're going to look at those impersonal minds. Do you remember the impersonal minds of Manas, Ahanga and Buddhi? So let's take Manas, Ahanga, and Buddhi. So let's look at these 3 impersonal minds, Manas, Ahanga and Buddhi. Manas has the tendency to tamasic, so the heavy and the solid and sometimes the ignorant. So this leads to an archetype which is, when mixed with the negative mind, do you remember the 3 functional minds, which are more identifiable to us in modern psychology? So let's say you have the negative mind and you mixed the negative mind with Manas, and then you end up with the defender archetype. What about if you mix the negative mind with Ahanga? Then you would end up with a manager archetype. And if you mix the negative mind with the Buddhi, you end up with preserver archetype. So that's with the Buddhi, that's with Ahanga, and that's with the Manas. So these archetypes emerge because of the way we live, habits, the way we experience things in this dimension. Repetitions. We build up these archetypes ourselves, and we have a tendency towards them. And they can be useful to us, and we can play them up or play them down as we choose if we apply control of our mind. There are certain meditations you can do to develop each of those qualities, each of those archetypes. So you do this for each one. You do this for Ahanga and Buddhi, and you end up with 9 aspects. And that's what we're looking at in this course, aspects of the mind. The 9 aspects. 9 aspects. And you can go even further. You can divide the defender into 3, and the manager into 3, and preserver into 3, and apply the same logic. You could apply the negative, the positive, and the neutral mind to each. And again, you get other archetypes, and these are called projections. So when you go further on, you get projections. Let's stick with the 9 aspects for now. So applying the same pattern to the negative mind and Ahanga, so you get negative mind, Ahanga, you get manager. Negative mind and Buddhi, you get preserver. If we look at Ahanga, which tends to be registic. So let's put register from Citta going to Ahanga, and so positive mind, producer. So Ahanga tends towards positive mind, the active, and the tendency to want to do things. So let's apply positive mind to all the 3 impersonal minds. So applying positive mind to Ahanga, you end up with a producer archetype. And apply the positive mind to Manas, and you end up with an artist archetype. Apply the positive mind to Buddhi, and you would end up with a missionary archetype. So if you can see the pattern now, we're taking the universal mind, which you saw on the first week, coming from the original one, unmanifest consciousness, through to its divisions, and then we're coming to more divisions, applying the polarities of positive and negative, and the tendencies of manas, ahanga and buddhi, these impersonal minds. So via this rajasic guna, positive mind applied to ahanga, producer archetype, positive mind applied to manas, artist archetype, positive mind applied to buddhi, missionary archetype. What happens then if you bring in buddhi? So the sattvic, so the tendency of sattva and buddhi is the neutral mind. The neutral mind is what the functional mind that we strive for through yoga and meditation. It's the ability to see both sides and to bring forward a balanced view of things. So let's write neutral mind there. Applying neutral mind to manas, you end up with the strategist. If you apply it to ahanga, then you end up with the leader. And if you apply it to the buddhi mind, then you end up with the teacher. Which is what yoga teachers strive to be. What many people strive to be, parents and so on. So these archetypes, these 9 aspects, look a bit strange. Defender, manager, preserver, artist, producer, missionary, strategist, leader, teacher. But if you think about what each of those means for you and which ones resonate with you the most, which ones are strongest in you, or which ones are less strong in you that you might want to develop, and then you would choose a meditation that develops that particular aspect. And those are the meditations we'll be introducing next week. But this week, I want to do a meditation to increase your intuition. So it's a Self Hypnosis to increase your intuition. And we're going to do a Kriya as well. So let's get on with that. Last week we did Yoga Kriya to Balance the Mind 1. This week we'll do Kriya to Balance the Mind 2. So sit tall, engage your bandhas. We'll start with some pranayama. Take a big inhale. The full exhale, close your eyes, focus at the third eye. Take a big inhale, arms out and up. Exhale your hands at your heart. And inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Big inhale. Hold your inhale, expand within. And then exhale. Bring your hands in front of your shoulders, palms open, make an O shape with your mouth, and begin to send the left hand forward. As you exhale, inhale through the nose and alternate. Inhale. Hold your inhale. Sit tall. Then exhale your hands to your knees. Close your eyes. Notice the effects of the breathing. Bring your arms out 60 degrees, thumbs out, fingers in. Going to breathe Kapalabhati, breath of fire, breathing through the nose, pulling in your lower abdominals, the navel point as you exhale, and begin. Inhale, touch your thumbs, spread out your fingers, hold your inhale. And then exhale, bring your hands back down to the floor. Great, feeling the effects of the Kapalabhati. Perfect your posture, sit tall, lift your heart. Going to bring lots of oxygen, flush out the cells with oxygen. Using bellows breath now, so you can bring the left hand facing the right and the right palm wrapped behind. Clasp your fingers and level off your shoulders. You're going to take an angle of 60 degrees as you come up and down. Inhale up, exhale down, breathing through an O-shaped mouth, and strong breathing from the belly, bellows breath. Inhale, hold your inhale, level up your shoulders, and then exhale, bring your hands back down onto your knees, and notice the effects of bellows breath. Sit tall, open your shoulders, lift your heart, back of your neck is long, Jalaband, Jalandhara Bandha, Jalaband. Now we'll do Nadi Shodhana to balance the left and right brain hemispheres and balance all of the chemicals in your body via pituitary and hypothalamus. So you're going to take your dominant hand and close two fingers. Use your thumb and ring finger. Take your other hand in Gyam Mudra on your knee, the seal of knowledge. Close your right nostril. Sit tall, level off your shoulders. Inhale long and deep through the left. Close the left, exhale right. And inhale right. Close the right, exhale left. That's one round. And keep going with the same pattern. So inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Continue, lengthen the breath and lengthen the spaces between the breath. Bring your gaze to the third eye. Sit tall, open your shoulders up and lift your heart. Keep the 3 bandhas engaged. Keep reaching the crown of your head towards the ceiling. Have the crown level, parallel to the ceiling. And keep those bandhas in and up. Last 3 rounds. And finish the round that you're on by exhaling through the left nostril. Return your hand to your knee. Then take a big inhale, full exhale. Perfect your posture. Sit tall. And absorb the effects of Nadi Shodhana. Going to warm up now, so take the feet wide as you can. And roll forward to the front of your sit bones. Bring the palms together. Inhale, twist left, exhale right, keeping spine long and head and neck in line with the spine. Hold your elbows. Back to center. Inhale, stretch up. Lift your heart. Exhale, turn to the left. Reach for your foot. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Lead with your heart. Powerful breathing. Inhale up to center and exhale. Bring your legs forward and your arms parallel to the floor. Inhale forward, exhale back. Last one. Sit in easy pose. And then bring your hands on your knees, go into circle, Sufi grind. So inhale forward. On your exhale, circle back. You can close your eyes and focus at the third eye. Greatly enhance your practice, stimulate pituitary gland. And the other way. Back to center, big inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your shoulders. Elbows stay lifted to shoulder level. Inhale, twist to your left. Exhale to the right and continue. Keep reaching tall through your spine. Keep your elbows up. Last one. Back to the center, big inhale and exhale, hands down. Coming to sit on your heels with your toes tucked underneath. You're going to rise up on your inhale, open out your shoulders, lift up your heart, exhale, fold down, forehead to the floor. And continue. Keep your lower spine long. Last one. Then slowly come up to standing. Take your feet wide and bring your hands to your hips and circle your hips. Keep your eyes level to the horizon. And switch. Into the center, feet a little bit wider, palms together, big inhale, stretch up, exhale, reach to the left side, beyond your toes, inhale up, exhale, right side, continue strong breathing. Then inhale up, open out your arms and wiggle your fingers, make the sun. Fingers have meridians for your brain, stimulate the brain. Last one. And then you're going to have your feet hip width and keep your gaze level to the horizon, arms forward, loose elbows and wrists, knees and ankles, and you're going to slowly rise up onto your toes as you lift your arms and then back down again. Bend your knees. Slow down your breath. And with that, the movement very slow. See how slowly you can bring your breath down with ease, no force. Last one. And then come down to the floor, start the Kriya. So you'll be lying on your back with your arms legs straight up for a minute and a half, and then you start to sing along with this Aquarian march. So that's Surya Cow, Maha Cow. So start by just lying on your back with your arms up, very straight, legs up, very straight. Stay where you are, and then begin to join in with the mantra. your knees bend, it means you worry too much. This posture is between headstand and shoulder stand. It gives you a new brain, says Yogi Bhajan. New pelvis, it takes care of the liver. come up, you're going to dance Gatka, remember? The arms are up above the head and always only 1 foot on the floor. Big exhale. Again, inhale. Hold. And exhale. One more big inhale. Hold. Exhale. Slowly twist your body to the left. And slowly to the right. In easy pose, bring your palms together. Press the palms strongly against each other. This contains the whole Kriya. Be contained. Keep the pressure in the hands. Eyes to the tip of your nose. Sing to this if you want to. Keep pressing palms equally. Eyes to the tip of your nose. Keep pressing. Crowns the entire Kriya. You get the entire universe inside you. All powers, 9 special powers, 18 occult powers, total knowledge, total power, total prosperity. Yogi Bhajan says, all the 3 universes, freedom from death, power to uplift and serve, victory over cause and effect, infinite to the infinity of God, all transparent and non-transparent powers are yours. breath, exhale. Last one, big inhale and hold.